Hey Credit Warriors, Credit Shifu here, and welcome to this review of the stock trading app Webull. If you don't know Webull, it's an app that allows you to trade stocks and ETFs, and it is available for free download in the App Store, also for Android as well. Right now we have a promotion that if you sign up using our link, which we will paste in the description video of this video below, you can get 2 free stocks, okay? So you can sign up. Your first free stock for signing up is valued between $5 and $500, depending on, if you hit the jackpot or not, right? And then if you deposit, make your first deposit in the account, I believe it's $100 of your own money, so you're just transferring that money to the account. You're not giving it away to anyone, but you can get a second free stock after making that deposit of between $12 and $1,400, okay? So you have a good chance to get a very valuable stock, although obviously most of the stocks are on the low end of that. But, some people may hit the jackpot. So anyway, if you're interested in that after watching this video, feel free to check out our link. It is an affiliate link. And just one more thing, Webull did offer to sponsor this video in addition to just the affiliate promotion. We actually turned that down. We do not accept money for reviews because we want to be able to talk objectively, and I feel that if I accept money for a review of something, I can't really say anything bad about it. So I did not accept that. I'm just in the Webull affiliate program, okay? So obviously in talking about Webull, it is a zero commission stock trading app. Its primary platform is the mobile app, although it does have a desktop version as well, but the primary platform is mobile. So, immediately people are going to compare it to Robinhood. So I think a lot of things in this review, we're going to kind of compare to Robinhood, okay, and see what Webull does better and what Robinhood does better, if anything, okay? And there are some definite comparisons. So let's start going through the features of Webull. So right off the bat, we're going to tell you they are a member of the SIPC, so you are insured up to $500,000 and $250,000 in cash. I did check on the SIPC's website as well, just to double check that they do have the insurance, and indeed they do. So just a little safeguard for everyone, because we do always do our research when we review something like this or recommend it or give the affiliate link, etc. Their stock trades are commission free, but there is a very tiny, minute fee that you have to pay to the SEC and FINRA, which they're a member of. It's a very, very minute thing, so they are still virtually free. It's like 0.00 something of a percent. So yeah, the stock trades are basically commission free. The app does offer basic real-time quotes, basic real-time stock quotes from NASDAQ last sale. Now, this is not the more professional level 1 or even level 2 data. Day traders, serious day traders generally want level 2, which allows them to see market depth in real time. If all this goes over your head, don't worry about it. You're probably not a serious day trader listening to this, so it's not really something you necessarily need to know about. But it does offer a certain amount of future proofing because you can actually sign up for a fee for a monthly subscription. You can actually pay for NASDAQ Basic Level 1 or NASDAQ Total View Level 2 data for a monthly subscription. I'll put the prices of that subscription on the screen now for you to check out. And if we're comparing to Robinhood, Robinhood Gold actually does allow you to get level 2 data as well. So they are kind of even there. Robinhood Gold is $5 a month with a 30-day free trial as well. But in addition to the timeliness of the data, you also have to have a look at the charts, okay? And that's really something that Webull does a lot better than Robinhood, okay? So have a look at this. This is a chart for JNUG on Webull. It's very, very detailed. You've got lines on there, you've got moving averages and stuff. There's actually 22 technical indicators that you can add to the chart, so different data that you can pull up. If you have a look at a chart for the same thing on Robinhood, there aren't even numbers on the y-axis of the chart, so you can't see how much this stock has, or this ETF, JNUG is an ETF, or ETP actually, I think, exchange traded product. You can't see how much it's increased or decreased by. So you're like, has it gone up by 5 times or whatever? Because you can't see how much of the chart is cut off at the bottom. Go back to Webull. On the left there's numbers, on the right there is a percentage. So even though the chart is just sort of a snapshot of a small section of chart for one day, with obviously a lot at the bottom cut off, you can still see the percentage and the number increase. On Robinhood, it's just, their charts are very hard to see. You can really just see the shape of the chart. You can't really get an idea of how much percentage it's gone up or down by. So right off the bat, the charts are far more professional on Webull. Now, another really cool thing about Webull is their trading simulator, which is really, really cool. If you go into their simulator, they basically instantly give you $1 million in, fictional money, okay? I actually set this up a while back and then I forgot about it, and I turned it on recently and I discovered, oh, it made like $59,000 or something. Paper trading is a really great way of, kind of learning to trade, learning to invest. One thing I will point out as well is they have this big yellow bar that tells you it's paper trading, it's not real money, so that you don't accidentally trade real money. Okay, you make sure you are actually in the simulator. But that's something that Robinhood doesn't have, so that's a pretty cool feature of Webull. Right, next I'll just run through a few other things. So they have commission-free short selling, they have extended hours trading, and they've also just added options trading, which is quite cool. That came in literally like a few days ago or so, or they're kind of rolling it out right now. They provide cryptocurrency monitoring, but no trading as of yet, okay? They told me actually that probably it's going to be coming early next year, cryptocurrency trading. Another cool feature as well is that they have comments enabled on stocks. So if you look at a stock, like let's go back to JNUG, which I was talking about, it's a triple leveraged gold miners fund, something I like to swing trade. I wouldn't recommend it. You could lose a lot of money if you don't know what you're doing, but for those that do know what they're doing, it is a great exchange traded product to trade. And if you have a look down here, there's actually comments, okay? Comments on the stock, and people can talk about this person mentions the news. That's basically referring to Trump saying that a trade deal with China might not happen until after the next election, which drove the stock market down yesterday, which obviously gold has an inverse relationship to that. Normally when the stock market goes down, gold goes up, and this is triple leverage, so it went up a lot, okay? And then you've got people saying, oh, I sold at the top, etc. And I actually sold at the top yesterday as well. So you can kind of talk to people and exchange strategies. Obviously, not everyone knows what they're doing in these comments, so don't take it as some oracle or something, but it's nice to see, you can exchange strategies with people and you can get ideas and that kind of thing. So it is pretty cool. Now, another great feature of Webull as well is that they now have added IRAs, okay? So you can actually open an IRA account. If you don't know what an IRA is, it's a tax-optimized retirement account. So basically there's two types: a traditional IRA, which you don't pay tax now, you pay it at the end, so it defers tax to when you retire on that money, and a Roth IRA where you pay tax now and then you don't pay any tax on that money ever again, when it increases capital gains or whatever on the dividends in the future and stuff. So all the time it's building in the account, you're not gonna pay capital gains on it even if you sell, okay? So IRAs, basically, those are two really popular types of accounts. You've got a $6,000 allowance each year, and now you can do those through Webull as well. Now, another feature that is quite useful is their calendar feature, which shows you upcoming events, etc., earnings calls, IPOs, and you can even get push notifications about earnings calls, etc., for the stocks that you're either watching or have in your portfolio. So if you want to play the earnings on some stock or whatever, or you just want to know what's going on, that's a really great feature as well. Now, there are a few things about the app that are a little bit clunky. So the sign up, actually it was a little bit annoying. It was a little bit of a clunky process basically to sign up. So that is one thing that could be improved. Also, a lot of people online doing reviews of this, they've complained about the dividends, the way it's kind of shown to you. You don't get like a monthly report which shows you how many dividends you earned, like with Robinhood. Basically, it sends it to you in a message, and it's sort of hard to find and kind of hidden in the app. So that may be one thing that they need to do a little bit of work on and improve in the future, the sort of visibility and transparency of the dividends. And just also in the app, some things aren't really in the place that you would expect them to be in, kind of thing. So I think they could do a little bit more of a optimizing the layout of the app. And then when we compare Robinhood to Webull, and we talk about what Webull has that Robinhood doesn't, well, obviously it's the charts. Webull, that's its real big strength. Its charts with its 22 technical indicators, etc. We've already mentioned that. Robinhood does kind of have the cool factor. So I hadn't really used Robinhood before, but I downloaded it a few days ago just so that I could compare it to Webull for this video. You have a look at cryptocurrency trading on Robinhood. It's like something out of Tron, but personally, I still find it quite difficult to find information within the Robinhood app about exactly how much money I have in my account. It's not as easy to use, although it's very simplified. Not everything is in the place you'd necessarily expect, especially if you've used a more traditional brokerage like I use Charles Schwab. The interface on Charles Schwab is more similar to Webull, okay? That's why I personally find Webull a little bit more intuitive, because the way they lay out your portfolio and all the traditional things that you'd display in a traditional brokerage account, they're kind of in a similar place in Webull than they are in Schwab, but in Robinhood, it's a little bit of a different layout. One other cool thing about Webull is the fact that you can just turn it on. You can open the app without having to sign into it, and basically you're able to see a lot of actual, your watch list and your actual account. You can see without signing in. It's just that when you go to trade, that's when you actually have to do your fingerprint. With Robinhood, you have to do the fingerprint when you open up the app. Okay, so I'll just give you a demonstration of that just so you can see like how long it actually takes to turn on the app. And we'll also look at a more traditional brokerage, Charles Schwab. So I was asked to turn on the Charles Schwab app. I turn it on, I do fingerprint instantly. And then, as soon as it's turned on, basically you have to do the fingerprint, and then you've got to wait a little while, and then it finally gives you your account balances and stuff. Just so you know, I didn't lose a load of money there. I actually made a withdrawal to buy my house, okay, just in case you thought my portfolio tanked. So that is one distinct advantage of Webull over the others, over Robinhood and traditional brokerages, that you can just whip it out, look at your account without having to do either a password or a fingerprint. Now, one advantage of Robinhood though is that Robinhood does offer cryptocurrency trading, and it's offered options trading as well for a while. Obviously, Webull is now starting to offer options trading. It still doesn't offer cryptocurrency trading, but apparently that is coming next year. But obviously, if you want to trade cryptocurrency from one of these apps, then you're going to have to go with Robinhood rather than Webull. Robinhood will also give you a monthly report. It's a little bit clearer in showing you how much dividends you've earned. And the whole screen, the whole interface, although it's basic, it is a bit clearer. So if you're someone who wants clarity, I think Robinhood might be a little bit of a nicer interface for you. And then in addition, like we said, you can also get access to level 2 data with Robinhood Gold, which costs $5 per month. Now we'll just talk about a few things that both of these apps, both Webull and Robinhood, lack. And one of those is fractional shares, okay? Charles Schwab just started offering fractional shares recently, but Robinhood and Webull don't. So for example, if you want to buy, say, a share of Amazon, which is I think at the moment trading at $1,800, you can't buy a fraction, you have to spend $1,800 to buy one share. They also lack dividend reinvestment, so obviously because it's zero commission, it doesn't really matter that much, because you're not going to get charged a commission for reinvesting your dividends, but you do just have to do it manually, okay? Personally, I don't really care about that so much, because I use these apps in addition to my Charles Schwab account. So Webull, I really use it for trading, for trying out ideas, that kind of thing, and my long-term stocks that I'm reinvesting dividends, I have them in my Schwab account. Both these apps, they're pretty light on customer service, okay? You have to generally email them or go through the chat on their website or through the app. There's not really a phone number that you can phone up for customer service. You wouldn't really expect that though for a zero commission app, but we've got to just say that. And then in addition, you don't get level 2 data for free with either of these apps. Now there are trading platforms which can provide free level 2 data. I'll put a list of some of them on the screen. Basically, they're not really suitable for serious day traders, but I would say that they are suitable for people who are going to be doing swing trading or even sometimes doing day trading. I'm just talking really about the kind of people who sit down for like a 1 to 2 hour session every morning and they're trading off of very small fluctuations. They need to know market depth in real time. They need access to hotkeys and that kind of stuff. So they're not going to use a mobile app anyway. They're going to be using a desktop application. Now Webull does have a good, quite a good desktop application. I haven't really fully tested it out that much, especially not with, speed day trading. But just in general, I think that probably people who are very professional and serious about it are going to be using other day trading apps rather than Webull or Robinhood. But I would say Webull is definitely a little bit more future-proof than Robinhood is. One guy put it pretty well. His name is Zip Trader. He did a video on sort of some of the secret features of Webull. Well, secret features, hidden features, that more pro features of the app. And he put it nicely. He said that Webull simplifies stock trading to a good extent. it doesn't totally water it down like Robinhood does, to the point that it's an almost useless app for anyone who's remotely serious about it. And I think that's kind of a great conclusion to the video. I would say that Webull, it's a great app for beginners and intermediates. And it's definitely better than Robinhood, I would say. I've used both. I find it much better than Robinhood because I think it has much more future-proofing. Once you start to even remotely know a little bit about stock charts and stuff, you're going to immediately grow out of Robinhood. Whereas Webull has a lot of room to grow. It has very professional charts. If you want to get the subscription, you can get access to level 1, even level 2 data. And it's probably only if you become a very serious, speed day trader that you're going to need to use some other desktop application. I use it for swing trading and I have found it very useful. So I thoroughly recommend Webull. I'll put, we have our link below. You can get 2 free stocks if you want to sign up. Alternatively, you can check out Robinhood, which is also reasonable and might be a little bit suitable for the 100% total beginner. Obviously, always be responsible with your trading. Don't gamble. And if you've used either of these platforms, Webull or Robinhood, please leave a message below, leave a comment, let me know your experience. I'll also leave a link to that Zip Trader video in the comments, in a pinned comment at the top. Those of you who are a little bit more serious about trading and you want to know some of the more advanced features of Webull, his video is a great video to check out. So I'll put that below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you're new. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.